Hi, I'm Matt with eTrailer, and today we're going to be talking about the Hollywood Racks Destination 4 bike rack on the 2023 Toyota Highlander. This is going to be a very versatile entry-level bike rack if you want to haul 4 bikes. It's going to have a maximum capacity of 35 pounds per bike, and it's going to have 3 strap-down points. One's going to be on each tire, and the third one is going to be attached to your frame. So since it is making frame contact, we don't recommend any carbon frame bikes, but since this is adjustable too, it's going to be great if you want to try to accommodate a lot of alternative frame bikes. Since this is an entry-level bike rack, it doesn't have a tilt-away feature, but something I do like about how it interacts with the Highlander is we still have a lot of clearance in between the back of our vehicle and our bike. We're going to have plenty of clearance, so like if you're like bumping around, this handle isn't going to touch your back window. But if we want to take a look at more of the features of this bike rack, we're going to have to take our bike off. So to do that first, I'm going to come down here. And it's kind of a reach to kind of get over here, but if you can reach that, you're just going to push in this clip here. That's going to loosen up your strap. You'll be able to push that through all the way. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Something you'll notice about these straps too is they have this padding on the center here, and that's just going to help protect your wheel from any damage. And up here, I'm going to grab onto my frame. You'll also notice we have this adjustable strap, and I'll show you how it functions in 1 second. After when I get this off, it can be a little tricky because you're doing it with one hand since you got to maintain control of your bike with the other hand. But that's just going to be able to adjust up and down and even rotate this padding here just to accommodate this other size frames. And taking off your bike's real simple. Well, you got to lift up and pull towards you, and you can go for a ride. We can move on to strapping everything back in. So I'm just going to start out with a strap here. The reason I like to do this is just so these aren't just flopping around when you're driving. You'll notice that our cradles are able to accommodate 3-inch tire sizes and 43-inch wheelbases. That's where that kind of rounded design kind of comes in, so it can accommodate those larger wheelbase sizes. And taking down your center mass is just twisting this knob and pulling this hook out. Once you get it out, you can just lay it down and lay this flat. I also like to grab my clamp here and just kind of secure it down so it doesn't pop back up. Since this can hold up the 4 bikes, it's going to be a bigger bike rack, so it's going to take up a lot more room. So if I'm measuring from our back bumper to the back of our rack, it's going to be 41 inches. So that's a lot of space to add to your vehicle. So I'd keep that in mind if you're in any tight spots like garages or parking spots. As for our clearance from the ground, we're going to have about 21.5 inches from the lowest spot. So that sits up pretty high, so you shouldn't have to worry about that if you're going up any steep hills. But if you want to save some extra space, you can fold it up. To do that, we just have to come over here to this knob and just twist it out. It'll pull this pin out, which will give you the ability to fold this up, line the second set of holes up, and just slide the knob back through there and just screw it in. And then that should save you a lot of room. And with it screwed in, it's about 15 inches from the back of our bumper. So that's way better than 41 inches before. So you should be able to fit into a lot more spots now. As for how it interacts with the back of your vehicle, we're going to get some partial coverage on your license plates and backup camera. You should still be able to use it, but you're going to have a lot of things in your way. So I might just stick to using your mirrors. But for our taillights and back window, we're going to have full visibility from that. It's going to plug into your vehicle with this 2-inch shank that plugs into your 2-inch hitch receiver. Along with that, we're going to have this anti-rattle bolt that plugs through and connects to this lock core, just for that additional security. Overall, I think this is going to be a great bike rack if you're just needing to haul 4 bikes from point A to point B. If you're with a family or you have some friends who want to go out riding, it's going to be a good choice. The only real complaints I have about it is all these straps. It kind of makes it look a little messy and it's a little hard to maneuver around. But I think those straps also add for additional security for holding your bikes down. But if you've liked everything you've seen, this was the Hollywood Racks Destination 4 on the 2023 Toyota Highlander.
Now we're going to go ahead and take it on our test course. First we'll start with the slaloms. This is going to show the side-to-side action. It's kind of going to mimic the movements that you'll see whenever you're driving down the road normally. Now we'll have the alternating speed bumps. This is going to be more so like the uneven roads and some of that uneven terrain you might be traveling on, and see how it holds up.